packed up everything last night. I left my house around 7 p.m. and then I hit the road, stopped off at the grocery store, got some produce and things, and now I'm back in my car. I really want to pull over somewhere and make some tea, but I forgot a cup. They wanted to charge me $169 for the cup, and I was like, what the hell? So I left without it. You can probably tell that I aborted the mission. So I just got some gas and I went inside to pee, and guess what? Free, absolutely free. I went to Love's. Gotta love Love's. This is so freaking delicious. And everything in here is like nutritious, nutritional information that's gonna help my body be the high vibing, incredible machine it was born to be.
And here in this video, she got called out for washing the dishes in the Planet Fitness showers.
We're gonna do a workout.
Guess what else I'm gonna wash in the shower? Dishes.
There's actually a leak in the bottom. You see this? So I'm only gonna be able to use this one time. I had planned to use it many times. I'm in New Mexico! I just made it! I'm in a really special place. It's somewhere that I have not been since I was a little tiny baby. But I will say that it has something to do with the story of my birth and the unusual circumstances that led us to the way that I was born and how I was born and how unusual it all was and how it unfolded. And
only OG followers of her who have watched her many years have said that this story has changed many times, and they think that she's making this up at this point.
And of course, I had to take this opportunity to get into the magical waters and rinse off, especially because it took me a few days to get here. Giving thanks and gratitude for these magical waters. I soaked and activated some grains and lentils that we're gonna eat later, and I'm rinsing them in Lake Abiquiu. This is a really special moonstone that someone really special gave to me recently. Run it under cold water, rinse it and run it under cold water. Wipe it with a cloth and place it in your left palm while you turn your intention inward and meditate with it while you are saying Om Namah Shivaya silently for 9 minutes. Looks like a big ranch right next to Georgia O'Keeffe's home. I was born in a very unusual circumstance in a ranch right next to Georgia O'Keeffe's home. So her and my dad ended up going with my midwife in an RV and ended up here in Abiquiu, New Mexico.
Her mom was in labor for 3 days. She says it was a long, difficult birth and had Star in the back of an RV. There was no running water, no electricity. She said that was all bare bones in the middle of a ranch. On top of that, interestingly enough, Stanley Jordan, a famous jazz musician, she says, somehow wound up at Star's birth playing his guitar blindfolded in the rhythm of her mom's contractions.
So when my mom's contractions were really intense, he'd be like, you know, like going more intense on the guitar. And when she was like, you know, in a break, it would be like calm, mellow.
There were more comments like this, but again, she filters her comment section so much that I couldn't find more.
By the way, I'm holding my moonstone in my hand, in my pocket, like right there, and it just is the best. So I went there to the hot springs without a reservation, and they're like, we're gonna let you in this time, but if you do this again, you have to have a reservation. So check it out. Ojo caliente. Water. The clip that I showed you was actually in the secret private area that I snuck in just to take the shot for you. Shh. The one thing that would have made it better is if we could have been naked. Oh my goodness. But it was so wonderful. I feel amazing. And one of the highlights
So as y'all can see here, the titles have changed from homeless to living in a car to camping after her mom said she was indeed camping and got called out.
Another thing that's really nice about staying at Walmart is in the morning when you're ready to wake up, you can have a bathroom right next to you and you can use the facilities. So I definitely take very much enjoyment in that and use of that. I also like to rinse my grains wherever I have the chance. I just have some legumes and grains and I can rinse them in the water at the Walmart. As well as clean my night guard, scrape my tongue, and brush my teeth. You know how I went in there this morning and like had my bags, had to change of clothes, you know, I changed my clothes and stuff. So I did the same thing yesterday morning. I go in there, I got my bags, I'm in a stall. I'm actually just going to the bathroom at this point. And someone comes in there, I can't see who they are, but they were like, "Sweetheart, what's your name?" And I was like, that is so weird. Someone's asking my name. I was sitting on the toilet at Walmart. What the hell's going on? But I was like, "Star, do you have a restraining order here?" Or it was something like that, some sort of order or note. And I was like, "What is that?" And they were like, "Where you're not supposed to be coming into the store." And I was like, "No? Like, what the hell?" This is my first time ever in there in my life. And they were like, "Okay, just making sure." And I'm like, "Just making sure? What gives you the right to come at me?" That was so freaking bizarre. So I'm about an hour something away from my next destination en route before I get to my next destination. And one thing was I really wanted a cup to enjoy with my morning matcha. Me being myself, I wanted the perfect cup because I like the perfect things. Because I'm the type of person, like, I would rather have one quality thing that is better, that's gonna last me, than like a bunch of cheap crap, you know? They had these ones at the Whole Foods that I went to before. I got it at Natural Grocers, and this is the second Natural Grocers that I went to. Oh my goodness, I'm that crazy, all right? And then I get to the freaking register, and I was freaking shocked. I mean, I was so surprised because at Whole Foods, the gray ones were marked at like 17 something, which even that, you know what I'm saying? This was $27. First thing, I need to get fresh. And then I thought, well, might as well do some dishes. The one thing is, because it's insulated, it doesn't warm my hands. If you're a cricket, you're freaking huge. So there was a ranger that came with a bunch of kids, and he was saying how they built this actually to preserve the natural spring water, and people come and fill up their drinks and drink from it. Are you not freaking amazed? Wow. Fresh spring water from Oklahoma, and I wasn't even like seeking it out. It's like the universe knows what I want, what's important to me, and it wants to provide. I feel very grateful right now. Oh my God, it's so amazing. It's freezing, but it's very special water, so I gotta take a dip. So grateful for this magical spring water, and every time I open it, I smell a stinky stink that I absolutely love. Stealth camping tonight. Shh. And I love how stinky my water smells. This is my little fridge here, and as you can see, I am completely out of produce, and that is going to factor into where we're at today. I'm in a place called Hot Springs, Arkansas, and it's honestly because of one of you guys, one of my amazing subscribers, just kept hyping up Arkansas in the comment section like nothing I've ever seen before. So I was like, you know what? Man, I gotta go there and check it out.
I really enjoyed getting local produce from local farms, and I even found some duck eggs, which was for me a real treat. I got spinach, some mustard greens, some eggplant, zucchini, purple bell pepper, and something I've never seen before, red okra. I wanted to go down to the creek to wash my legumes. Now, I looked everywhere and I was like, okay, no one is around. It's a good time to get in. So I took the opportunity to take a dip. And then I wanted to do a nice meditation in the woods.
So it's super weird, but look at my tires. So I guess I'm just gonna be here at the spot that I'm posted at until morning when I can go to the tire place. I had a nice mineral bath scheduled for the morning, but I'm gonna have to cancel. Thank you. Well, we made it. This is where my little baby is. Good morning, everyone. I survived the night, and they're open.
At the creek, I was so on edge that I was only able to be in there for a few minutes because I didn't want to be discovered. So here I just got to relax. It can be all too easy to glamorize the lives of travel bloggers and YouTubers, but in reality, there's lots of mundane tasks that have to be performed by people living the quote-unquote dream life.
Damn, that was a waste. Sorry guys, it was burning me, it was so hot.
I happen to be a person that hasn't been that great at building my self-community in general, so maybe it's just me, but I do think that developing long-lasting relationships is tricky on the road.
I had my mechanic look over my car to make sure it was all right, that I wasn't gonna get into trouble when I was on the road. They were like, this is how much the radiator is gonna cost, all right? And that was the cheap part. And then they were like, but this is what has to happen to get to your radiator. How much it would cost? $1,792. Holy freaking moly, man. It was like, don't worry about it now, but you are gonna need to get it done. I see what your mechanic was saying. It's not a leak, but yeah, he saw the spot. And he said, this is something you can save up for this. That's what he told me, save up for this, because you will need it done, but I won't worry about it now. But he said, you know, just hope that it doesn't blow out.
As the temperature outside gets colder and colder, it becomes more of a reality that winter is coming. This water was so freaking cold, it was like ice. It was extremely invigorating after the relaxing hot spring.
If you're eating honey, it's so important to source quality honey. This one, never heated, filter, or strained, rich in pollen, propolis, enzymes, antioxidants. Oh my goodness. Winter is coming, and I was looking at various temperatures in different places, and I'm like, wow, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if it's gonna snow. I don't know if my car is good. As well, another thing, I have a significant repair that I need done on my car. And after, like, you know, traveling a bunch across the country, I want to be in California, you know? I don't want to live somewhere cheaper that I can afford. I prefer to do a separate trip where I'm rested, I haven't just been driving a crap ton, and I'm not feeling... I need to get some food. Yeah.
About 4 months ago, I moved into my car full time. I have a 2009 Volkswagen Beetle, and I turned it into a little bit of a micro camper. I took out the back seats, built a bed platform, got a roof rack, and just some other things to make it pretty comfortable in there for me. And I had been living in there full time. About 2.5 months, I lived in my car full time, 100%, not sleeping anywhere except in my tiny car. But with winter fast approaching, I really felt like I wanted to figure something else out, because I had been traveling around in that car in kind of extreme temperatures in the summer. I spent some really hot days in Arizona as well as in Northern California where it gets really hot. So I decided to try living in this trailer. And so here we are cleaning it out. It was freaking disgusting. Rats came in there and had a party. Not only was the rat stuff all over the trailer, it was also infested in all the stuff that was in the trailer. And all the stuff that was in the trailer was also full of rat crap. So to me, you would really need to clean all of that stuff really good before putting it back into the trailer. And this becomes a significant issue for me.
All the stuff that was taken out, it just feels so much better in here. But the one thing is Hadley wants to move all that stuff, which to me it seems like a bunch of junk, back in here. And I'm just like, I don't want to be in here with all that shit, but we'll just take it one thing at a time. I'm not gonna move into the trailer. I'm not gonna be staying into the trailer. I've honestly been debating whether or not to tell you guys what happened, but actually a good family friend, someone who's known me since I was a little girl, knew about me cleaning the trailer, that I was working on this project to take out all the stuff and clean all the rat shit. You know, it was a big deal because we really cleaned it really well, because staying in there, you don't want rat, you know, it's disgusting. They were like, I have a room for you. So I'm going there to check it out. I don't know, we'll see how it is. But nonetheless, I'm headed to check it out, so I'll let you know how it goes. So yesterday went really good looking at the spot. I'm gonna end up staying there, and I can stay there through all of winter. I'm gonna get a really good deal on rent. It's a really tiny little room that I'm gonna be staying in, and I'm still gonna keep, you know, my stuff in storage and all of that. And he's cool with Ambrose being there, which is pretty... Hang on. In this video is gonna be before I even talk about Ambrose. Give a couple shout outs to people who have left me donations. Bruce, Yolanda, you guys gave me these donations quite a while ago, and thanks so much. Bruce is hooking it up with the kombucha fund. And then as well as Jennifer, two Jennifers, and Kimber. Thanks Kimber, thanks so much for looking out as well.
Plot twist, I am gonna move into the trailer. So now that it's figured out, I'm gonna tell you what I wasn't gonna tell you before. So you know how we spent so much time getting all that crap out, cleaning and making sure it's freaking clean from the rat infestation. Hadley comes up to me and he was like, I'm gonna be moving all my stuff back in here today. And I'm like, you're gonna be moving all your stuff back in here today? Like, how is it even gonna fit? Did you guys see how much stuff that was? And he was just super adamant about it, and it was just infested with rat stuff. And then I went and looked around in the trailer because I was actually looking for something, and the thing that I was looking for wasn't in there. But when I went and looked around, I was like, you know what, it's actually not as bad as I thought. Like, I thought he moved everything back in, it was just going to be super disgusting, but he didn't move that much back in. Granted, it is still disgusting, like why the need to move rat infested junk in a place where a person's going to live, but it was less than I thought. And I thought, you know what, I can work with this. I'm gonna try it, let's make it work. So the plan is that I am moving into this trailer.
Plot twist, she moves back out. So stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys.